So the next part of our presentation, we have some short stories. So I don't have time to do a big introduction to Julia, but she is the executive director of 10C. So she's going to be talking a bit about changes at her organization. This is kind of a little segment we've done in our seminars recently where we featured some local not-for-profits to talk about something related to the theme we have at hand. Previously, we've done them in videos that we produced in advance, but because we're doing this virtually and by Zoom, we thought it was better to do it a little more personally in this case. So thank you, Julia, for attending, and I'll let you take it away.
Great. Thanks, Murray. Good morning, everyone. It's great to follow Karina's presentation. I think some of the themes she talked about really resonated with me personally. I'm the ED and co-founder of 10C. We're a community hub in downtown Guelph, and we're passionate about collaboration. We're driven by our core purpose and this very simple statement that our future matters, and our team works tirelessly to inspire possibility and create change now. So my story is about how taking on the redevelopment of the Ackers Furniture Building would end up leading to hundreds of collaborations. October 21st, which was just yesterday, marked the 12th year of 10C. And looking back, we're truly empowered by community and collaboration. 10C loosely formed in 2008, and by 2019, we had completed most of the renovations at 42 Carden Street. Between 2016 and 2018, 100 community bond investors and made social finance investments to help us bring the expansion of 10C to life. In a typical year, we would welcome over 25,000 visitors into 10C, and we look forward to a time when people are able to connect so effortlessly together. At 10C, we use place as a foundation, and it helps us bring together people and programs, and looking forward to the future, and that I think rolls in the future of work. We engage, build capacity, create relationships, and work together to achieve new possibilities in our community. A lot of this work is embedded in a fairly big, messy theory of change, and all the pieces link together to embracing possibility and practicality, and the work moves us steps forward to the sustainable development goals. And everybody knows what these are, but we've been surveying our members over the past 3 to 4 years, and the impacts of our members, the 180 of them, touch on all of the SDGs. So we can also say that in Guelph, we're together working on the world's to-do list. The property itself at 42 Carden is a major collaboration between Chalmers Community Services Center and 10C. To govern this, we formed a standalone not-for-profit with Chalmers with both Chalmers and 10C as members to allow for long-term interconnectedness and both independence in the project. Inside 10C, from arts to co-working to food to social finance, there are a number of collaborations coming to life through the people and members that we're working on and with. People meet at 10C. COVID has had a significant impact, but 10C is still a work home for those needing to work outside of the home. A lot of our work currently is around food and food insecurity, and then also connection through food. So in 2016 to 2019, we were working on building out the commercial kitchen component, and we launched this just at the end of last year called Nourish, a kitchen that helps. So I'm just going to talk about some of the programs that happen related to the kitchen and the work we're doing. So Soup Sisters has a Guelph chapter that operates a program that presents an engaging evening 10 times per year and prepares delicious soups in large quantities for women in crisis. In 2019, 10C adopted the programming of Minga Skills Building, which was a community-led collaboration, and had started to run a number of in-person, and now we're easing into virtual food, foraging, and workshops that help people reclaim lost skills. Kim, who's our community food lead, is currently working with the team at Guelph Family Health Study on a virtual implementation of their Supper Savers research project. This may become the start of our very own cooking show. We were terrified on the first day of doing this, but then going through it, it turned out amazing. And in March, this is one of the ones that really touches into the work that I think community is capable of. So in March, when the world locked down, 10C helped the Seed ramp up their emergency food home delivery program with some key connections to infrastructure and logistics, and a community donation campaign that has raised over $20,000. This campaign is ongoing to support the Seed's social enterprising work and is posted at harvestimpact.ca, which is part of our collaborative work with Our Food Future. It kind of is also one of the projects that shows how little steps can help lead forward to large collaborative outcomes. Nourish is a community enterprise, which is short formed as NICE, is a pilot program that involves women and non-binary participants facing barriers who also have an interest in creating a food-related social enterprise. A micro-lending facet, in collaboration with Kindred Credit Union, helps them gain access to financing. We're really hoping that this becomes a long-term thing that 10C is able to offer. And we're also working with Chalmers Community Services Center to create a weekly supply of delicious hummus, spent grain products, including granola bars and muffins that use surplus fruits. This work is supported by the United Way and Community Foundation and augments Chalmers' weekly food program for 200 families or 500 community members in need. And that goes back to 10C, looking at how we can use the resources we have in collaboration with other partners to achieve great community outcomes. 10C's role in Our Food Future, which is a complex multi-stakeholder collaboration, involves social finance, community engagement, food, and social enterprise. One of our visions, going back to how we finance the actual expansion of 10C, is that a smart city invests in itself, and that collaboration and design thinking is integral to shifting to more circular, sustainable, and resilient systems. And that kind of brings us back to our theory of change and how all of these messy bits work together. I kind of like to end with 5 quick ingredients that I think we can all embed in our next collaborations. First one is reciprocity. We try to bake it in and use that to create balance and trust between all of the people we work with. Ease. Collaborations can sometimes feel like this. Creativity. It's okay to get a little messy. And then this one's really important for me. It's risk. It's take some risks. We're in a collaboration, you're working together, and much of what we're doing at 10C, we are terrified to do, but we take the first steps and they're always together. And my last one is growth. I think about how your collaboration can grow in all of the ways as we work to create more resilient communities. 10C has some other collaborations on the horizon, including urban agriculture, community education, and creating more space for change. I think our communities need the work of our entire sector, and our collective work is vitally important. Thanks for everyone for listening to my story, and thanks most importantly for collaborating.